Vegetable oil have been re-engineered and have become very useful as a replacement for diesel fuel in car engines. In this video, we shall examine in detail the description of a conversion method that mechanics and engineers have used to run diesel engines on vegetable oil. Keep in mind that modifying your vehicle's fuel system can affect engine performance, reliability, and emissions, and may also void warranties or run afoul of local regulations. Straight vegetable oil, or SVO, is much thicker than diesel fuel. To use it in a diesel engine, it must be heated and filtered so that its viscosity and purity are closer to what diesel injectors expect. Because of that, most conversion systems use a dual fuel setup where the engine starts on diesel or biodiesel and then switches over to vegetable oil once the engine is warm enough for the oil heater to work properly. The main components in the conversion process. First, dual fuel tanks, or a two-stage feed system. A primary fuel tank holds diesel or a biodiesel blend for starting and for low-temperature operation. A secondary tank holds the straight-up vegetable oil. Second, a fuel preheating system. A heat exchanger, or dedicated oil heater, warms the vegetable oil to reduce its viscosity. This typically uses coolant, or a dedicated electrical heater, to bring the oil to an acceptable operating temperature, often around 60 to 80 degrees Celsius, or 140 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit, though the exact temperature can vary. Third, additional fuel lines and filters. A separate fuel feed line from the vegetable oil tank is fitted with extra filters, often a series of fine filters, to remove particulates and water. The system may include a switching valve or pump control module that allows the engine to run on vegetable oil once it has reached the proper operating temperature. Fourth, a switchover mechanism. Many conversion kits include a manual or automatic switch that lets you select either diesel or vegetable oil depending on conditions, or even a blend during transition. The conversion process. First, evaluation and planning. Verify that your diesel engine is a good candidate. Many older or mechanically injected diesels have been converted successfully, while modern engines with precise computer control may be less tolerant of fuel changes. Ensure you obtain a reliable conversion kit or detailed design plans. There are commercially available conversion kits for some vehicles. Second, installation of separate fuel tanks and lines. Install the vegetable oil tank securely. Run a dedicated fuel line from this tank to your engine compartment. Separate from the diesel supply. Third, fuel preheating setup. Mount a heat exchanger that uses engine coolant or an electric heater to warm the vegetable oil before it reaches the fuel pump. Ensure the heat exchanger is sized correctly to heat the oil to a temperature that reduces its viscosity without causing thermal degradation. Fourth, filter and purification stages. Set up a series of filters coarse to very fine on the vegetable oil line to remove food particles, water, and other impurities. Some systems add a settling tank where contaminants can separate out prior to filtering. Fifth, switching mechanism. Install the fuel selector valve to direct the engine to use diesel until the engine and oil are warm, then switch over to vegetable oil. In automatic systems, sensors monitor temperature and engine conditions to switch fuel seamlessly. Sixth, testing and calibration. After installation, closely monitor engine performance, check for leaks, ensure proper operation of the heater, and verify that the oil is reaching the proper temperature. It is wise to start with short, monitored runs and gradually extend usage as you confirm reliable performance. Safety and legal considerations. Combustible modifications involve both fuel handling and engine modifications. Work in a well-ventilated area, use proper tools, and consult with experienced mechanics. Running on vegetable oil can change your emissions profile. Ensure that your conversion complies with local environmental regulations. Warranty and insurance. Inform your auto insurer and be aware that modifications can void manufacturer warranties. This overview is not a step-by-step DIY manual. Commercial conversion kits come with detailed instructions and tested components. Consider having the work done by a professional with experience in biofuel conversions. When converting a diesel engine to run on vegetable oil, several challenges can arise. First, fuel viscosity and temperature issues. Vegetable oil is much thicker than diesel fuel, which can cause poor atomization in the combustion chamber if not heated adequately. In colder climates or during winter months, the oil can thicken even further, making starting and engine performance problematic. Ensuring proper and consistent fuel preheating becomes critical. Second, filtering and fuel purity. Vegetable oil, especially used cooking oil, can contain food particles, water, and other impurities. These contaminants can clog fuel filters, injectors, and damage the fuel pump. A thorough and multi-stage filtration system is necessary, and maintaining it adds complexity and ongoing maintenance requirements. Third, dual fuel system complexity. Many conversion setups use a dual fuel approach, starting with diesel or biodiesel and switching to vegetable oil once the engine is warm. Managing two fuel systems, including the switching mechanism, demands careful calibration. Fourth, engine compatibility and wear. Not all diesel engines are equally tolerant. Older, mechanically injected engines tend to convert more easily than modern, electronically controlled ones. Even after conversion, you must regularly monitor the system for issues like clogged filters, proper heater operation, and overall engine performance. Regular maintenance is crucial, as any lapse can lead to severe engine damage. Each of these challenges requires careful planning, research, and often professional assistance. While many enthusiasts have successfully converted diesel engines to run on vegetable oil, it's important to weigh these potential complications against the intended benefits. Converting a diesel engine to run on vegetable oil is technically feasible but requires significant modifications. Before attempting such a conversion, research the specifics for your vehicle, check local laws, and consider consulting with professionals who specialize in biofuel systems. When considering straight vegetable oil as a replacement or supplement for diesel in a diesel engine, the fuel's properties play a critical role in ensuring efficient and safe combustion. Ideally, vegetable oil used in this context should have or be modified to achieve the following properties. 1. Viscosity. Diesel fuel has relatively low viscosity, so it can be easily atomized by the fuel injectors. Vegetable oil in its natural state tends to be much thicker. However, when heated, its viscosity can decrease to a level closer to diesel. An ideal vegetable oil would exhibit a viscosity at operating temperatures that allows it to flow smoothly through the fuel pump and injectors without causing incomplete combustion or injector fouling. 2. Cetane number, auto-ignition. Quality. The cetane number is an indicator of how readily the fuel ignites under compression. Vegetable oil generally has a cetane number that may not exactly match that of diesel fuel. In practice, ensuring that the fuel ignites reliably during the compression stroke is essential. Some systems may require additives or heating to improve the ignition characteristics. An ideal fuel would have a cetane number sufficiently high to maintain smooth combustion and avoid engine knocking. 3. Energy content. Diesel fuel is energy dense, and for a vegetable oil to be an effective substitute, its calorific value should be comparable. While many vegetable oils have a slightly lower energy content than diesel, a conversion system needs to ensure that the engine receives sufficient energy for the required power output. Maintaining an appropriate energy density is critical for performance and efficiency. 4. Thermal stability and combustion. Behavior. The fuel must remain chemically stable under engine operating conditions. Vegetable oil should resist oxidation and thermal degradation during combustion to avoid forming deposits, gum, or carbon deposits that could harm the engine. Ideally, the oil should combust cleanly, producing minimal soot and deposits. 5. Flash point and safety characteristics. Vegetable oils usually have a higher flash point than diesel. This offers certain safety benefits, reducing the risk of accidental ignition during handling. However, the higher flash point means the fuel exhibits different evaporation characteristics, and the engine's fuel system must accommodate these differences. And 6. Cloud point and cold flow characteristics. Cold weather performance is important because vegetable oils can thicken or even gel as temperatures drop. An ideal vegetable oil should either have a low cloud pour point or be treated, for instance via heating or blending with other fuels, to ensure that it flows properly in lower temperatures. In practice, because many vegetable oils do not naturally meet all these criteria, conversion systems often incorporate heating elements, additional filtration, and sometimes chemical treatments or additives to modify the oil's effective properties during operation. The ultimate goal is to mimic, as closely as possible, the properties of diesel fuel to prevent engine stress, ensure efficient combustion, and maintain overall engine health. This is another step further in ensuring a zero carbon emission objective in the automotive industry.